Previously on Forever Stranded. Okay, so major problem here. Where are we going to put this? I'm going to get the jetpack, fly around a little bit. I have this here. We can add on to the station. Let's go ahead and build this down here. Whoa, what is this? All right, we'll try it. New destination added. Get ready for ascent. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Holy cow, did you just see us take off? Hello everybody, this is Rick Dangerous and Forever Stranded. One thing I did notice, I was walking around and I saw that one of my villagers is beat up a little bit. The old toolsmith is down to 55% health. Not sure how to heal him, short of making some healing potions and throwing them at him. And the golem has a little bit of damage. He's at 84% health. And my front door was broke off, so a zombie must have spawned in here, which should never happen since I have the thing up there to stop zombies from spawning. I don't understand why. And the golem is there to protect him, which isn't very reliable. He likes to go walk over, stick his face in the corner.
Oh, jeez.
So he doesn't always look and see them.
Maybe he thinks it was bad. Did you think of that?
Yeah,
Tell him what a good boy he is.
He's a bad boy. You're a bad boy. So what I'm going to do is, this did not work the last time, but we'll try it again. Let's see if we can make another golem here. 2 for the price of 1, I guess. And if I remember correctly, yes, this makes the jack-o'-lantern head. And then there we go, boom, and it worked. So we have a second iron golem to patrol the little villager room. I don't really need the villagers for anything, but it's kind of like the responsibility I have taken on.
You have undertaken.
I've undertaken, yes. I also went here and cleaned out my garden a bit. I got plenty of food. So this is just basically making rubber. It has no tree tap because I have so much rubber. Tree sap to turn into rubber anyway. And so I put down these redstone orchids to harvest the redstone, which I always seem to need a lot of for this process over here. Let's go ahead and take care of this for making, oh god, I can't even, words, the netherrack. So this is for making netherrack. I don't
think you introduced yourself.
Remember I said, hi, this is Rick Dangerous. Okay, I did an improper, I got, boy, we're starting out, it's going to be one of those episodes, I think. But I did forget to introduce my wife. Vernay B is joining us as our guest. Say hello, Vernay.
Hello, everyone. I knew you didn't introduce me.
I got distracted. Look, they're talking. They're already trading gossip. Over here, we have a little, I call it the teleporter. But this is the space elevator, takes us straight up to the ship. I added in an observatory. I don't remember, did I mention the observatory before in the last?
I don't believe you had.
I put this in just because I like the way it works. At night it'll open up. We'll come back here. Sun is setting. What this does is it gathers data, and we can also input data using the chips from our planetary astrobody data processor. So we can come in here, we have lots of data compiled, and take some data storage chips, record the distance data, input it up here, and what we could do is go over into the asteroid section, do a scan, and then it finds asteroids. When you click on these, it'll tell you this asteroid has basically 84 cobblestone with a plus or minus 82 accuracy. So we could have anywhere from 2 to 168 cobblestone from that. Iron 15 with a plus or minus 1. Gold 5 with a plus or minus 3, and redstone with a plus or minus 12. 12 with a 12. And that's really all it finds. You could go into the config files and add other ores. And when I went in there just to look, I saw that things like aluminum and tin were also in there, but I never see them here. And I think that the asteroid file is for asteroids in space. If you actually visit them with your ship, you may find one with those items in them. But for here, the most you're going to find, if you're lucky, and I have yet to find one, is an enriched asteroid, which gives you, I forget what it is what it's called, but it's some rare material that you're supposed to only get. That whoever creates or puts together the mod package could set it up. But like I had said with the rockets earlier, to send rockets up to mine asteroids, that the payback, as you saw there, is kind of minimal. When it was working earlier, this little thing opens up and a telescope pops out. Why it's not working now, whatever, it's not worth my time. The only reason I built it was I thought it was a cool looking like graphic or whatever for it to open up, just looked kind of interesting. But it's not working now.
If
And I
it's not
just,
gonna work, screw it.
yeah, I just can't be bothered with it. Let's come over. Oh, I did learn something rather important. If you notice on my helmet here, airtight seal on my helmet and my leggings. And if I go into my backpack here, I have an airtight sealed chest plate, so I can wear full armor in space. The downside is I cannot seem to put a rocket engine on the chest plate. So I can wear this heavy armor in space for protection, but I do not get the jetpack.
Which sucks.
Right, it's kind of got a drawback. But the spacesuit is terrible for protection. I do have Prot 3 spells on them, but yeah, as you can see here down here, my armor, it's like a 2 out of 10 or something. The ship is gone, as you can see. It's still up at the space station. So let's go ahead and, one of the things I wanted to work on is a biome scanner, so we know what to expect on the planet's surface when we get there. Let's go ahead and get the materials here for a biome scanner. And looks like I can build everything except for this middle part here, which is going to require 2 copper rods and a titanium rod. So let's go ahead and pull out 2 copper rods, a titanium, oops, it changed on me, there it is, titanium rod. What else was it needed? 2 silicon wafers and an advanced circuit. Do I have those? Wafer, I do. Put these in here, and there it is, building the piece we need. Did it use up all of it? Yes, it did. And we'll complete out that biome scanner. There we go. And I'm going to go ahead and bring the my armor with me. I'll put it in my backpack. So if we do happen to find ourselves somewhere where I can actually breathe, I'll have it available. Okay, let's take the space elevator up to the ship. And we will ascend in 5 seconds. I have done some changes to the ship. I found out why we were flying backwards, and it has everything to do with which way you face your warp control panel.
That was bugging the shit out of you.
Well, it was a little annoying.
And it's fixed.
And I moved the gas recharging pads, and I ran into a weird little bug that took me about an hour. I didn't figure it out. I just did a workaround on it. And it was, I have the 2 pads and I had them recessed in the floor so that they wouldn't stick up. I wouldn't like lift up off the ground when I stepped on them, and I covered them with a piece of carpet. And for whatever reason, I mean, it worked fine on the one side, but the other side kept saying that there was a vacuum leak. But I did finally manage to fix it. So as you can see here, this is my hydrogen side. I could step on the carpet and recharge. Over here is my oxygen, which I'm already full, but we'll just go ahead and tap it off. I also did a structure access. I redid the bottom of my ship so it looks more like a maintenance crawlways down here. For balance sake, over here I have my transporter room, which is basically space elevator. In fact, I was having a brain fart. I couldn't remember what we called this silly thing. So there we go. Now I
We
want my
just make
caps.
things up when we don't know.
Space elevator. Like I'm the only one here. It's not like anybody else is going to see it. And then over here will be my scanning room, which we will now rename to Biome Scammer. And this is where we will build this. And I added this wing on just for balance sake, to make everything look nice and neat. So here's an outside view of the ship. And as you can see, I have added a bridge. So this is where the control section is of the ship. I moved up all the controllers, the orientation, gravity, and this is now, we got gravity controller, altitude controller, orientation, the warp drive, and we can now go to warp from here. And also I moved up the oxygen and scrubbers up here. And we do have a breathable atmosphere all throughout the ship. And the engine room. So, wrong room. To build this, unfortunately I can't tie this in. I would love to tie the biome scanner up, and I even had a place open for it, put it right here, but it doesn't work that way. It has to be attached to the scanner, which is a rather big and unwieldy thing that goes on the bottom of a ship. So I need to break out these blocks, and I'm just borrowing these for temporary use. And then I need to break these blocks. Well, actually I don't, I believe. I think I could go ahead and put this down. So let's go ahead and remove these. These are just my temporary support blocks. And I may have to put them back up in here, but we'll see. So let's get that redstone, put it on here. And we need the iron, blocks of iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we'll put this block in here, and then I believe it was the motor. And then it was the biome scanner. And it worked. So let me put these pieces back here. And now if we go outside and take a look. Jetpack on. Is that not cool looking?
Yes, it is. Very much so.
Although it does kind of meld through the blocks a little bit. But I'm not going to worry about it. And let's go ahead. There is a bug for when you do a biome scan of your starting planet. It's the only one that's like this, but it basically shows all of them. All the different biomes that are possible in the game. But clearly we do not have these on our planet. It is basically just a big sand biome. But there we go. So we have our biome scanner. I'm pretty sure that we are full. When I first saw the warp drive used, it used to be a 1-to-1 ratio for every dilithium crystal you put in here. So when it said you had the fuel requirements was 1, then that meant it was 1 dilithium crystal. If it was like we had the one reading was 127, then that would be 127 crystals. But it has been modified, and it looks like the ratio is 500 to 1 now. So you get 500 distances out of 1 crystal. So that means we should have a lot of fuel in there, if I am correct. So if we select a planet, and let's go ahead, we'll just go to the moon, and let's warp there. And we are at the moon. So let's go over, and if I'm correct, we should have absolutely none of our crystals gone yet. We still got all 64. 4 stacks of 64. We'll go down here to the biome scanner, scan the moon, and the only thing it says is moon. So apparently that's what the biome is, moon. Let's check out another planet. And Sol 5. It's kind of a different planet. It's reddish looking. It's going to cost us 70 in fuel. We'll warp there. And I don't know if this warp graphic shows, you know, if it changes the duration depending on the distance. Check that planet out. Kind of looks like maybe Mars, maybe Mercury. I don't know. I'm going to just quickly check. That used up 70. So we dropped down to 57. We used up, what, 7 crystals. And I do have some extra crystals here in storage, and I keep forgetting to grab the ones on Earth. So this biome scanner says hot, dry rock, which is basically where we came from. It's what the Earth should say. I'm just gonna go with the next one, Wolf 12.
Okay.
Oops. And let's see what we got here. 1.4 Earth mass, 1.36. Looks good. Sol 26. So the fuel cost is going to be 500. Let's warp. It's a pretty long drive. Let's see if it uses up more, if the travel thing lasts longer. No, it doesn't. Same amount of travel time. And we'll check the biomes. It's extreme hills. That's the only biome on this place. Well, let's go refuel the rocket. Okay, oh, it looks like a winter biome. At least this time we're not landing in the middle of an ocean. We have at least 3 zombies here. Oh, I can fly at least. So I can fly to the side and kill them. Oh, would you die? Thank you. I think I was throwing... Oh, God! Somebody shot me, you little bastard.
Not
so
a
if
bit.
I take my helmet off... There's no effect. The air is quite breathable.
Well, that's good.
So I'm going to go ahead and switch over.
To getting some armor on?
Yeah.
That sounds like a wise plan to me.
And I have my good jet back on, so I can like fly distances now. What we got over here? Chickens.
There's some food. We do love a good chicken dinner.
I need daytime to get rid of these skeletons. Oh, I already lost my ship.
What do you mean lost? Okay.
because it's so dark. So I need to come over here and go to map and mark a waypoint. Okay, so 11:44 at night, and it's getting brighter out, like sunrise. I wonder if it's backwards here.
It appears to be so, which will work in our favor.
And you're supposed to be able to sleep on planets that have a day-night cycle. It's not something I really want to test out.
That's out because of the exploding.
Yeah, yeah. If you sleep on like a moon or in the nether or something, you put a bed down and try and use it, you'll blow up.
Explode all over the wall.
All right, let's go ahead and set down on top of my ship here and take another look at the map and decide which way we want to go. So we could fly around a little bit, see if there's anything here. There's supposed to be dungeons and stuff, but by God, if I'm gonna risk those things, the penalty is just too steep to die. Heading back up. And pick another planet. So maybe we should do this methodically.
That's
So,
probably wise.
so let's. Oh, I forgot you can't do it. Okay, there we go. Select a planet. Let's go back to Earth, to the Earth system. Do we want to start at the furthest or start at Earth and work our way out? I'm going to write down Earth. And then we could just mark the planets that I'll write down the ones that we go to. So Sol 24. No moons. So I write down 24 because we're going to go there. Let's check the biomes on this planet. Mesa Plateau, Stormland, Birch Forest Hills, Plains, and Beaches. So this is not the planet we want to visit. Select the next one. So that's 24. We'll try 14. Pop over. Plains, jungle, desert, forest, beach. If you do a biome scan while you're in warp, this is what you get. It's like alien stuff. So I think that's all the planets here in this system. Some of the planets have moons. So like if we started at 24.
Do you think the giving tree is going to be on a moon?
I mean, a moon is just a planet that happens to be around another planet.
This is true.
21 has 2 moons. And it looks like Sol 21 0. Nice Earth mass. Low pressure. But I guess, yeah, we'll still go here and check it out. Extreme. I found it.
You did not.
It's a moon. That's why you check the moons. Jungle Edge, Desert, Jungle Edge, M, Alien Forest, Extreme Hills.
Oh, wow.
Which planet is this? I didn't even write it down. I didn't think it was going to pan out. Sol 21, Moon 0. Alright, we are in orbit. Our food is good. We have our stuff. Check the fuel of the rocket. It definitely needs to be refueled. Got a little bit of rocket fuel in this can. Okay, we are full. Hydrogen, oxygen is topped off. We have our spacesuit on. Take off. Go. So we're taking off from the base. From the station. I hope the air is breathable. I can wear my protective suits and stuff. Alright, it looks like a normal planet, even though it's a moon. Are we going to land in water again?
Mm, at night.
Okay, so let's hop out, get the jetpack on, and go up. Get my view so I can see. Get my weapons ready and clear out these guys. It looks like I can fly around with my jetpack. Okay, the air is clear. Oh, is this what we want? So we are on a lightwood tree. We just need to get a sapling. I'd like for it to be daytime, please. How many bad guys we got? Oh, there's spiders shooting at me, or skeletons shooting at me. A lot of bad guys here. Okay. Is looking to see if there's any saplings around. I mean, I think what I'm going to have to do is chop a tree down. It's saying daylight's coming. So let's start over right here. And okay, there the tree's starting to disintegrate. We'll just help it out here. Although I'm afraid that if you break the leaves with your axe or whatever, they don't. It's a lower chance for them to actually produce like fruit or saplings or whatever. I think I just saw one pop. Got it! Supposedly this is our new home now. Wrong button. Unhover. Go into quests. We get 2 extra life, 6 loot chests, another star generator, and 80 dragon breath cartridges. Oh wow, look at all these loot chests. Okay, let's go ahead and put the nether star generator and the dragon breath cartridges away. Put that away. Extra lives we don't really need. Dare we open the loot? I'll bring the loot chest back. And we'll open them up on the station. Okay, so I think we've done it. We found our new home. Honestly, I don't want to go through the process of building here, though. However, I guess one of the things we should do is see if we can sleep here, right?
Yeah, if we're gonna explode, now would be a good time to explode. Get to see it in action.
There are sheep here, so I can at least harvest those for wool.
Wool.
That's 2 pieces of wool. There's another sheep. Did I miss the wool? Hey, put my wool down, you little thief. There it is. Get out. That should do it. Alright, so I have 3 pieces of wool. I do have my handy dandy table here. And I have a bed. Let me put the bed down. Oh, it can't put it down up here, I guess. You're not going to let me put the table? Well, that's alright. We will put down some more wood. I have a feeling we're going to die. So there's the bed. All right, here goes everything. Actually, there is a way to do this, I think. Can I put down this cobblestone? I think that's too far away. Crouch. You do blow up. So there's
Did
just...
you blow up?
Well, I used cobblestone as a shield. And set the tree on fire. Let's get that out. Get it out, get it out, get it out. I don't want... Come on. Are you kidding me? Oh, fuck this.
So I am confused if you can't set a bed down.
How does it
Yep.
become a home?
Yeah, so how that doesn't even make any sense to me.
Well,
That.
I tried to put the tree out, but I'm not going to die trying to do it. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mark where my ship was. There we go. Let's mark this. Landing. I love that big Earth rise thing there, but to not be able... And when I was going through the config files, I did see that, sleep on other worlds was set to true. So I don't understand why we blew up there. That's a failure of the mod, I believe.
I agree. It's ridiculous.
So I guess we could do a quick fly around in this area here. See what kind of stuff we got. Lots of craters. Come on, draw it in. Some of this isn't drawing in. That's right. Okay, there goes a big chunk drawn in, and everything we were at just left. There we go. See water over here. These are just simple little lakes, though. Get some lag. It's an interesting world. Not seeing anything in the form of structures or villages. That would be kind of neat to find one of those.
See if the villagers look the same as yours.
I'm sure they would. I've seen other mods where they do villagers and they might make them a different color.
Oh, they really went well out on that.
Okay, here's our first structure. It is a oasis. Swing back up to the north, kind of do a big loop around. But I was looking for like dungeons, villages, battle towers, stuff like that. Lots of wildlife.
But the point is if you can't put a bed down, it's not. There's really not an end to your game.
Uh-uh. That's just something we would have to... Oh, watermelon.
I mean, we already picked our personal ending, so it's no big deal. But
We're just exploring our planet. And yeah, there's... beyond that, we don't have too much of a goal. I am not going anywhere near the ground where... I was kind of hoping to find a geode. Geodes are interesting structures that are added. They're basically, you know what a geode is. It's a rock that's hollow with crystals in it and stuff.
I do know that we sell those at the store.
You can find a geode here, break into it, and it's filled with all kinds of minerals: gold, copper, iron, stuff like that.
Oh, very cool.
But I don't really have an eye for them. I may have overflown some, but I think that they look like ground, but they're slightly colored, different shade of color.
If it's just a different shade, that would be pretty easy to overlook.
Yeah. But just seeing all this ground being drawn in is kind of neat. Let's see, we want to head back towards our ship. And somebody that's really familiar with them would be like, you just flew past 3 of them, idiot. Not seeing any ravines either.
Well, this is just one of the moons, and one of the things I would think all of them would be a slight bit different.
Yeah, you have the different biomes and the terrain generation on each. Some of them are just flat surfaces. Others are extreme hills. Others are plains. Some of them are ocean worlds. Getting down to about 50% jetpack fuel. I did discover that there's another tier to our jetpack,
What do you mean another tier?
a higher technology.
Meaning that you could have a better
Meaning,
fuel, fly better,
I
faster.
think it has a larger storage. I would assume that you fly faster. Okay, let's head back to the station. Uh, how are we doing on fuel? Yeah, we're good on fuel. And I believe that's done it. We have managed to rebuild our technology from being crash landed. We've rebuilt, gathered the resources, rebuilt our technology, and we built a ship. A very
Oh,
functional ship that takes us to other planets. We managed to find the sought after seedling that started us out on this mission in the first place, retroactively.
seedling or sapling?
Sapling, seedling, kind of the same thing, aren't they?
No.
So let's go over. Well, we're doing good. I mean, our oxygen never even went because it was a breathable planet. That's why. Dirt.
That does help.
All right, let's go ahead and take our ship. We'll circle
You
this.
do crack me up. That is funny.
Take our ship back to Earth and warp. One last look at the warp. I still think that looks really cool. The only thing that would make it cooler is if the planet would actually appear and then come up. You would come up to the planet. We'll ride our elevator down, and then open these loot boxes. And now we're coming down. And since we are coming down, I'm just going to jump out of the ship, turn my jetpack on. Just don't want to get hit by the elevator on its way down.
That would be a pretty embarrassing way to die.
Looks like the elevator beat us down. Okay. What do we get? 10 Mark I furnace generators. It's called an epic find. Huh. We also get a whole slew of different bars again, semi-epic. 64 dead bushes. 100 grass. Or just one grass.
Aren't they generous?
2 ME drives, a molecular assembler, 64K crafting storage, 130 dense cable. That would actually come in very handy for me when I was building this. Energy cell. So that is legendary.
So they're really helping you set up this new place.
And finally we get 2 emerald ore. So that's all good stuff there. We'll throw the good stuff in to our system and throw in the metal bars, furnace generators, and the twigs and the grass will go away. So yeah, that's it. We have escaped. We are now mobile again. We can go where we want. And we have successfully rescued ourselves from being stranded. We have resource production. I'm sorry, what?
We are unstranded.
We are unstranded. I have there's a, where'd you go, you little bastard? Kept seeing an ender popping. Oh, there he is. Hey, look at me. I have something over here for you. Oh, yeah. And we're going to get a couple ender pearls here, too. And an ender head. What a way to end the series.
I remember when we struggled so hard for that underhead.
But yeah, had fun. Thanks for everybody for coming to watch. I hope people enjoyed the series. It was a big learning curve for me. I'm trying to use this to learn how to better stream and put episodes together. But trying to decide what we're going to do next.
I'll hound him until he comes up with something.
Now, the episodes themselves are still going to be coming out for a few days. They release on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And I think October 15th is the last one I did, and I still have 3 more episodes to edit. So it'll be about another week after that. So about the middle of October, this series will continue on my YouTube account. And but before that, I'll probably start another one, figure out what I want to play, and of course we'll stream it here for everybody to watch all the nuances live, all the screw ups and the nightmares to become nightmares. but yeah, thanks everybody for coming in and watching. Thanks Matthews for showing up and being some real good support for me. And thanks to my wife for joining me on this venture.
Always, we'll be finding a new game soon.
And you can find the episodes on YouTube under Rick Dangerous Gaming, and see how I've creatively edited out all the mistakes.
Too true.
Too true. So I think we're going to call this for the night, and we will see you guys the next time we stream.
Thanks, everyone.